so firstly I'd just like to thank you all for coming down. We really appreciate it. We've got such an action-packed year that we really wanted to showcase what we're going to do this year. And I'm pretty sure we've got something that's going to intrigue all of you and appeal to your health and fitness goals for this year. So tonight what we're going to do is going to give you some tools to actually help you set goals, talk about all the following. So we're going to go through our yearly plan. So what we're going to do over the next 6 months first, and then we'll do another one midterm. That way we can show you what we're going to do at the end of the year. Hopefully you've all got a little plan in front of you, and I'll go over that first. And then Isaac's going to talk about the importance of nutrition and calories in versus calories out. And we're going to pass on to Byron. We're going to talk about the importance of flexibility, pH and inflammation. And the boys are going to talk about training, and then we'll bring home some motivation. Alright, so we're giving you a blank piece of white paper. If you've got any questions, pH,
I'll let you know
about that in about 15 minutes. Blank piece of paper, if you've got any questions, you can write them all down, hand us till the end, and we're going to do a Q&A, and we're going to answer all those questions and post them on our page before the weekend or over the weekend. Alright? So what we're going to do tonight's going to be a lot to take in. So after tonight you can either organise a time with Byron, myself or Isaac to sit down and talk about anything we've spoken about. Just because I'm talking about the plan or Byron's talking about pH levels doesn't mean you can't go to Isaac and get the same information. Alright, we all know what we're talking about tonight, so it doesn't matter who you go to, we can all give you passing the information. Alright? So I'll talk about the yearly plan first, and then we'll get stuck into the real stuff. So firstly what we're doing this year is we're going to do a 14-day primer. So we're going to start that right up on the 14th of January, and what we're going to showcase is how we prepare for what's coming up. So what we're going to do is we're going to give you an insight on how we train, how we do our meal preps, what motivates us, and how we plan for the year. Alright, and in turn we want you guys to do the same for what's coming up. Alright, so if you need any help with planning, setting goals, how you're going to train, if you haven't already done so, come see us. Alright. Second of all, we're going to step into some boot camps. Now our boot camp's a little bit different this year. We're going to break them up into 4 terms. And we're going to run them alongside the school terms. Alright. And we're starting our first boot camp on the 23rd of January. That'll run through to the 26th of March, same as the school term. And for those of you that know, over the years, boot camps have been more about fun, learn some exercises, and we've slowly integrated Isaac's strongman class into bring boot camps to the next level and you can go a bit more advanced. So we're going to have a bit of fun with our boot camps this year. Some of you are going to be black bears, some of you are going to be green snakes, grey wolves, and white eagles. And this year, all our boot camps, they're going to be free, alright? So what we're going to do is, we've got a charity event we're going to run later in the year, and it's a farmer's walk for farmers. So all our boot camps is completely up to you. So if you want to pay $10 for the boot camp, you can donate that straight to the farmers. If you're going to do $2, so throughout the year we're going to raise money, and then we're going to all participate in a walk down Nicola Way, farmer's walk for farmers, alright? So it's completely up to you guys, so you can come along the boot camp for free if you really want to. So over the 9 weeks you're going to be divided into your teams, and we're pretty excited about this, it's going to be pretty fun. And at the end of 9 weeks, those teams are going to compete for a trophy. We're teaming up with Kobe and Amy as well, so it'll be not just you guys but all you guys. So we'll put you in a hat, draw you out, so Bill could be a black bear, you could be a green snake, and you're just going to verse each other and have a bit of fun. Alright? Finally, then we're going to do Anytime Fitness Australia putting on an 8-week healthy life challenge, and that starts on the 30th of January. Right, now this is a massive challenge. We are doing information on the 20th of January if you want to write that down. That's with all the trainers, what we're doing, how it's going to be judged and everything. But just for insight, there's 20 grand worth of prizes to be won. Alright, first prize is a week to Bali, $800, all inclusive. You get a Sony watch, you get a Garmin watch, you get an ASICS kit. The pack's worth $7 grand. Alright, so we can give you more details when that comes. So as well with the Anytime side of things, also we're going to be running Isaac's strongman sessions again. Alright, so that's on Saturday mornings, and that'll start on the 30th, and that'll be an 8-week block, and that'll run through to the 26th, same as the first bootcamp module, the 8-week challenge, and Isaac Strongman, they'll all finish on the same day, wrapped up with the cup for the title of Black Bears, Green Snakes, Grey Wolves and White Eagles. Anyone got any preferences what they want to be in? No? Hawley, what'd you say? You're a Grey Wolf, aren't you? Yeah? Alright, so with the 8-week program, we don't go into too much detail. We want you to come to us and approach us in regards to, we don't want to push anything onto anyone this year. So we've got a program for everyone. So this 8-week program, we've got group sessions, we've got one-on-one sessions, we've got boot camps, we've got strongman, we've got everything. So come to us and we'll devise the program that's suited for you. Alright, we've got an idea of what we want to do and what we think will work for all of you, but we want to make sure that you want to commit to it and make the right choice for you. Alright, so without going into too much details, I want to get the boys up here. So first of all, we've got Isaac, and Isaac's going to talk about the importance of nutrition. So keep your pens handy and take it away, bro.
So the most confusing topic of them all, nutrition. Alright, so this is generally the part where a lot of people struggle, a lot of people will fail in it in a sense. It's hard to find consistency and it's hard to find, it doesn't know what to do. So it's very hard for me to wrap this up in about 10 minutes because no nutrition plan is cookie cutter. Every single different person has a different plan of nutrition, but there's an overall kind of guideline you use. So first of all, the important nutrition. So physically, the body, energy, mindset, how you feel, how you react in everyday life, stress, all those things correlate to what you put in your body. So a good example, pretty common thing throughout nutrition I get when I do consultations for nutrition, not eating enough food. That's probably the number one issue I find, it's the most confusing. When you're not eating enough food, your hormonal system, your digestive system, everything down regulates. From there everything gets weaker. You can't tolerate stress as good, you don't have enough energy to actually train hard enough to get a result out of your training, and everything just falls down from there. Alright, so that's why physically it's so damn important. That's performance as well, so obviously training, emotionally. So nutrition obviously has a pretty close correlation with nutrition. So obviously there's a lot of emotional connection between foods. So the best way to explain this is when everyone's a little kid, something happens, someone hurt themselves, and it was mum or dad or something, they gave you this food. Alright, so they gave you this food, it's a cookie, it's something that made you feel good, instantly feel good. Automatically without you even knowing, you consciously think, alright, pain, what makes me feel good? Food. Alright, so emotional connection, straight away. You feel pain, you go straight to food. It might not be food. You feel pain, you go straight to something else. You're giggling back there for. Psychologically, obviously on the brain obviously requires sufficient food to function properly. So carbohydrates, healthy fats, proteins. If you don't get enough of those, the brain doesn't function properly. Your neurotransmitter balance is way thrown off. I don't want to confuse it too much. Gut health. Gut health is the number one cause of all disease. The gut is the root, is where all disease starts in the body. So if you bombard your system with crap, it can't handle it. It gets weaker, it gets weaker, it gets weaker, it gets weaker. And then from there, you're stuck in the cycle. Your gut gets weaker, you put food in, it gets irritated, you get irritated. And then from there, you can't train as hard. Emotionally, you're down, you're not feeling too well, you don't feel like training. And then from there, the vicious cycle goes. See, everything correlates back to nutrition. It's what you're putting in your food. It's a pretty common saying, if everyone knew what's put underneath their nose, everyone would be healthy. Simple as that. So obviously there's a little bit more to it. And body composition. So the importance of nutrition for body composition is critically important. So that'll take on to the next point of calories in versus calories out. So nutrition, there's two important factors. Micronutrients, so the actual quality of the food you're having, calories in versus calories out. So who here has actually tracked their food before? Hands up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sometimes. So a good thing I always like to do for a lot of people is you don't want a nutrition plan forever. You don't want a nutritionist forever. You should have to rely on someone. So you once, whether it's a period of 6 months, a year, 2 years, it needs to be educated on how much your body needs to function properly. So are you having too many calories? Are you having not enough calories? So from there, this is where obviously as a coach or as someone in a professional who can help you, guide you to what would be your recommended calories. Alright, so obviously break into your macronutrients, fats, carbs, proteins. From there, once you do discover what it feels like to have the right amount of calories for what you're trying to do, your performance feels better, you're emotionally better, you're physically better. All those aspects we just spoke about are all better. They're all connecting as one, they're all moving as one. Alright. So from there, flexibility. So obviously another thing is flexibility in nutrition. So my mom's always one person that's come up to me and asked me, how the hell do we have a bit of flexibility without being too strict? So obviously everyone wants a life, everyone wants to go out and party, everyone wants to have a drink with their friends. Obviously within what's the word?
Moderation.
Within moderation, yeah, within reason. Thank you. So yeah, obviously flexibility with nutrition. So another thing I'm obviously being keen on is when you are able to learn to track your calories and calories out, is to learn how to eat healthy nutrition and then also track the not so good food that you're going to be having as well. For you to find out what it would be like to still eat the crap food but meet your required calories. And more often than not, you will find you are starving or you're not eating enough. It's usually one extreme or the other. Alright, which is why alcohol, sugar, all those kind of foods that are bombarding on the system become such a burden on your body, but obviously you want it in moderation. So, want to continue on from that?
Yeah. So, based on the flexibility, it's not. Do you guys know what healthy foods are? Right? It's based on the pH level of the food. So, foods have a pH level, guys. So, just drop on the scale.
Yeah.
Done.
Okay. So, pH. So that's just a scale. Basically, it's pH in the blood. So, toxicity and alkalinity. So, they're just like a fish tank. You probably heard like the pH level of the fish tank. If the fish water's not alkaline, the fish die. Just like your organs, guys. You have water around your organs. If that water's not alkaline, well, your organs are going to start to break down over time. So let's draw a little scale. It's going to start at 0 and then go to 14. So 0 is really toxic. So down this end, we have more like sugars and stuff like that, alcohol, wine. Up here we have around 10. We have like vegetables and stuff like that, guys. So our blood pH is bang in the middle at about 7.35 to 7.45 to be exact.
Science.
Okay. So we have to stick around this area, guys, to be healthy. Okay. Apparently, I was reading a study the other day. A German scientist named Loretta Warburg, he did a study. It's pretty fun, but it's serious, guys. He's a German scientist who did a study back in World War II, and he found that if your blood pH levels can stay alkaline within this level, your chances of like diseases, cancers, stuff like that is very minimal. So guys, that's probably where we're facing most of the problems, and it's not always about like your body composition, it's not always about like building muscle or burning fat, it's more about your health. Because you might be going to the gym and you're training hard, but you're actually just causing more strain on your body. It's causing like, we call it more cortisol, so that's like a stress hormone on your body. So that's going to actually start to push you down this line. And the main thing is your liver. So you probably heard like the liver, that's what detoxifies your body. You guys probably heard that before, so it flushes the body, detoxifies your body. And it should naturally, but over time, because like the chemicals in the air and in the water we drink and stuff like that in the foods, and if you're having very toxic foods like the sugars, your liver actually can't assess what that is, and it actually stores it there, so it can't actually flush it out. So what we need to do, guys, is start eating more alkaline foods. So I'm going to pass around a little sheet with a list of foods which are alkaline, and we'll just have a little look through them.
So then I'll go back to obviously in moderation. So you look at your everyday food, everything you put in your mouth every day, what end of the spectrum is it? So obviously it's not horrible to have something in the spectrum, but is the entirety of your day in the spectrum, or is it the spectrum? So from there, is your body getting the sufficient fuel it needs to then come into the gym to train at a high enough intensity to create fat loss? Does that make sense? So obviously your body, you will know, you will come in some days and your energy is flat. You feel like crap, you don't want to train, you don't have no energy, your motivation is low. That'll go back to what's happened outside of the gym. So you control outside of the gym, you feel awesome. You have the right amount of energy, you have the fuel. So then you can come in, you've got the focus, you can focus on what you're doing, you can train hard, and then you can get that fat loss response. You start to see results, you get motivation. You follow what you're doing, you realise what it does to your body, you realise how you feel, you don't want to go back to how you were. And then it just continues on that cycle.
Yeah, because guys, your muscles don't burn fat, guys. It's your liver that gives your muscles sugars to use as energy to burn fat. So if your liver's not, when you eat food, if the liver's not using it properly to transfer into sugars, you're not going to be able to break down fat as well. So liver and also the stomach, like Isaac said, really main most important thing, guys. So like I said, once you have a look at some of those foods, you'll start to see that a lot more of the vegetables, a lot of the things that actually are a lot easier on your stomach, they're the foods that you'll be able to feel a lot better on. A lot of the proteins are actually quite acidic, but the chickens, the fish are quite alkaline. So yeah, that's about it, guys, that one. But oxygen, that's another thing. We need oxygen, guys. Oxygen, that's what is inside the water surrounding our organs. So just like fish meat, you have like seaweed in there, that provides oxygen for the fish, guys. So you need to oxygenate your body, oxygenate your blood. That's got to keep it alkaline. If you start using a lot of these deodorants and chemicals, that actually stops you from perspirating. And also when you drink water, that provides you oxygen, H2O, oxygen, into your body to flush your body. So they're all things, guys, to start to think about. And like I said, come and see the channel, start talking to a bit more about these things. Okay, guys? So yeah, that's another thing. Lymph nodes. Has anyone heard of like lymph nodes? You guys know what lymph nodes are? So we have lymph nodes around here, underneath our body, surrounding our organs. Strong. Yeah.
Just quietly, how red is Byron gone?
Alright, so we've got lymph nodes underneath our chin, we've got lymph nodes underneath our arms, in our chest, surrounding our organs. Yep. Behind our knees. Alright.
Around our groin, there's two in the front section of your groin.
So if you think about it, guys, that's where we're storing body fat. If you think about it, we're not storing body fat on your wrists or at your ankles. So if you just pinch like your body fat on your wrist now, just do that for you guys, and then pinch your stomach. Is that the same or not really, guys? The same? Yeah. So that's where we're storing more body fat, and it's not necessarily. It's just actually touch there. Sorry. It's because of the inflammation in the water. So the alkalinity, again, I'm bringing this back to the oxygenation. That's water surrounding those lymph nodes. Just like when you get a cut, there's water goes that inflames the area. So it's not always the body fat, it's the water and surrounding those body fat, the body fat cells, which is increasing the size of them. So that's something that, guys, we get the body oxygenated, and that's what you should be thinking about in these next 14 days of the primer. Get your body in the best position, so then when you go into these challenges or just do some training in the gym, you're going to get the best results, and you're not going to actually cause some negative problems. You're going to get the best results. You're going to your body in the best position to start feeling better. So yeah, that's the best thing to take out of that, guys.
And training.
Yeah, and training as well. That's
So with training, so obviously we all go to the gym, we all train. Alright, so my philosophy of training is pretty short and sweet. It's you simply do more workload than you did last time you were here. And train smarter, train hard, but train smarter. Alright, so this is why you obviously, when you notice when you are with the training, your training's a lot different. Because we are professionally trained to have an understand an overview how to structurally train for you specifically. Alright? So so yeah, main factors, putting more weight on the bar than you did last time. Alright, so that's why structured program comes into it. The easiest way to track your progress is to be measurable. So actually writing down and tracking what you're doing. Alright, so the most optimal way to do it, 3 to 6 weeks per program. Over the same program, over a program that you can do fully effectively through full ranges of motion that is not going to harm you, that is structurally balanced towards you. And then from there, progressively overload. You finish it for 3 to 6 weeks, you go into a harder program. So this is where a lot of people get confused. You'll do a program for 1 to 2 weeks, and then they'll just continue it on further. Or they'll do a program for 1 to 2 weeks, and they'll stop, they'll go to a different program, completely the opposite, and then just go from there. Alright, so a few other things obviously going to train is back to what we said. Alright, so we've got the progressive overload, train harder, not smarter. Alright, so they're two. I don't want to use too much, I'm just giving you so much information. If you take away 2 points from training, train smarter, not harder, train for you, and specifically what you want to do, and train work more than you did last time. Alright, that makes sense. Alright.
So we want to finish tonight all about motivation, and exactly what Isaac said, and what drives you. Alright, you guys are all here tonight because the motivation got you here. Alright, we're trying to give you reasons to create a habit. If you can create a habit, and motivation is what gets you started, but habit is what keeps you going. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, we're your tools to keep your motivation going. Alright, we're your habit. Alright, much like you guys are our habit. Alright, so without each other we can't succeed this year. Alright, so as I said at the start, we're giving you the tools to keep your 2016 on track. Alright, so motivation does play a vital part in all of our success, and I live by 5 key steps. The boys have mentioned a few of them. I just want to sort of tell you how I set my goals and how we set our goals. So number 1 is how you think is everything. Alright, so always be positive. Guys that do the Triple F program, Isaac hit this on the head. If you say you can't, then you can't do it. Alright, you've always got to be positive. You think success, not failure, and you've got to be aware of the negative environment that you may surround yourself with. If you're with a group of friends that are talking down about what you're doing and whatnot, correct them, be positive. Your positive energy will reflect on your people that you surround yourself with. Goals they're concrete, right? As I just said, they're measurable and they're stepping stones of your achievement and your journey, right? Most people have a second goal, right? It's a backup. We don't need a backup. We all know what we want to achieve. That's our main goal, right? Whether it's fitness, career, family, everyone has a goal. Everyone wants their family to be tight. Everyone wants their career to do well. Everyone wants to be healthy. They're your main goals. You can branch off those. Keep those strong. You want to decide upon your true goals. Don't let outside factors influence your goals. They're your goals. Guys that have worked with trainers, we say it time and time again, there's no silly goals. Make sure you set goals for you. Make sure they're realistic and make sure you give yourself a time frame. Right? Take action. Goals are nothing without action. So if you set a goal, set an action plan. If you don't know how to do that, 1, 2, 3 again, we'll help you set that action plan. Right? You always never want to stop learning. If you stop learning, then you stop going forward. And everyone went to school, everyone learned yearly. Right? If you learned, you progressed. Same with your fitness. Right? And it's all about becoming a lifelong learner. As I said, we're talking about fitness right now, but you can implement that in everyday life, career, family. Last one is be persistent and work hard. Right? Success is a marathon, it's not a sprint. Right? Never give up. And if you think someone else's success story is great, you need to look at yourself because your success story is just as great as theirs. Right? It's the biggest thing I always live by. So moving on, well, I'll sort of finish with a little thing that I wrote. Right? So a few years ago, I was stuck in a rut. Right? Everyone's been stuck in a rut. You know, it wasn't with anything in particular, it was just in general. You know, you have those times in your life where you get stuck. So I decided to look to who I look up to and just try and follow in their footsteps and just try something new for 30 days. Alright, now we've given you the 14-day primer. If you double that, there's your 30 days. Right? So I think 30 days is a good thing to set. Right? Where am I? I've lost myself. Alright, so my wedding makes me well, but I always lose myself. Alright. So this idea is pretty simple. Alright, so think about something that you've always wanted to add to your life and try it. Just for the next 30 days. Alright? So before we go right now, before I go on, I want everyone to write something down that they want to try in the next 30 days. You can write it on a little blank piece of paper, or you can just write it down in your head or on your phone, but you need to write it down. If you don't write it down, it doesn't count. So who's got a pen? I need you to write it down. I need to see you write it down, even if you don't write anything. Anything, just something you want to try. It could be sushi, it could be anything. So as you think, right, as you may or may not be aware, 30 days is about the time you need to add a habit or subtract a habit out of your life. Alright, if you've got that best friend that your partner tells you what to get rid of, you can't get rid of them in a day. You're going to do it over time, alright? So there's a few things I learned about myself over the 30 days period. The first was months fly and they get forgotten. But by creating a plan, things become more memorable. Right? If you've got a plan and a checkpoint to make it, you're going to remember that checkpoint. Right? Give yourself something to do. Everyone's done like a 30-day squat challenge. Everyone's done, you know, take a picture every day. It gives you something to remember. If you don't remember it, it's not going to be achievable. Right? You know, as I noticed, as I got further and further into my 30 days, I started to think how I can create harder challenges, harder 30-day challenges. And my ability to set harder challenges and more realistic goals improves. So the more you set goals, the more they become realistic and the more they become achievable. If you don't set goals, that time you set that one goal, you're not going to achieve it. Right? You know, and by setting goals, it gives you more confidence and it gives you more ability, and it gave me more ability to help others. I dare say the boys are the same. Right? So I also figured out that if you really want something bad enough, you can do anything in 30 days. So if you can't do it in 30 days, then you extend it out to 40 days, 50 days. If you can't do it in a certain amount of time, you need to reevaluate your goals. You can't have the same goals for 12 months. Alright, you're going to turn star. So I just want to say, when's the last time you sat down, made a 30-day plan, and stuck to it? Same as what Isaac said. 3 to 6 weeks is you need to have a program. You can't achieve results in 1 week. Alright, so if you set a 30-day motivational plan or a goal plan, you're going to achieve it. Alright, if you just said you hadn't written one, then tonight is the night that you write one. Alright, you need to go home, set yourself a 30-day plan. It can be as simple as getting up and going for a walk tomorrow morning. That's just starting your 30-day plan. Right? So here's one last thing I'd like to mention. Right? I've learned that when we make small, sustainable changes, right? I made small, sustainable change over 30 days. Right? I actually felt like a sense of achievement over that 30 days. Right? We all need that sense of achievement, much like we need the sense of companionship. Right? Goals are the same. You've got someone to share them with, you're going to feel better. So if you haven't got a training partner, alright, we're your companionship. Alright?
We're community as well.
Exactly. So everyone here, we're all a team. Alright? My goals are your goals are our goals. Alright? Everyone's there. If my training partner can't be here, I've got no doubt I can call one of you to be my training partner. Right? I need you to feel the same. Right? There is nothing wrong with big and crazy challenges. Right? They're a lot of fun, but sometimes they're less likely to stick. So just remember, realistic is the way. Right? So it goes like this. Right? What are you waiting for? Are you waiting for anything? If the answer is no, start your plan. 14-day primer. Start your journey with us. Right? We're doing a year journey much like you guys are, and we're going to show you our first 14 days. So we want you to come on your journey with us. Right? Is everyone keen to come on the journey with us? Yeah? No? No? Right? I'm just saying, I guarantee you, if you make a plan the next 13 days, right, time's going to pass whether you like it or not. Right? We're all getting older. We're getting grey hairs. Right? So let's make a plan. Alright, let's stick to it. Let's achieve our goals this year. So I want everyone to write down 3 questions you want us to answer on those blank pieces of paper. 3 questions. It can be personal, like your personal goals, how we can help you. Just put a P and circle it. We won't answer that to everyone. We'll come and answer it to you. If it's a general question, which even if you think that's going to help everyone, write it down. There's no stupid questions. We're going to try and answer them the best of our ability. Not tonight. We'll film it. Right? And I just want, last thing, I just want you to all think about something that you want to achieve in life. And if you haven't achieved it, I dare say, if you make a 30-day plan, you make a step to achieving it. Alright guys? So we're all here to help. We've got your plan. If you want to tick any of the boxes, come see us. We'll incorporate that into your plan. Alright? So write down your questions, and if you've got maybe 2 questions, we'll answer them tonight. Sound good? So write your questions down first and then we'll open it up. A couple of questions. Alright, we'll hit a couple of questions and a quick overview. So anyone got any questions? About anything on the calendar too, could be events, obstacle races, what's coming up, we've got teams and whatnot. Does anyone tick any boxes? Like a car salesman. Okay, anyone want to keen to do a Spartan race this year? Yeah, there we go, good, that's got ya. Alright, so there is a Spartan race straight up in February, 27th of February. It's a stadium race, it's at Suncorp Stadium. It's 2 distances, you can do a 6K or a 12K. Alright? It's a load of fun, it's a good way to set yourself a stepping stone. Those who want to do Isaac Strongman, boot camps, 8-week challenge, you're a month into your challenge. 30 days into your challenge. Alright? So that could be a stepping stone to ticking off what you want to achieve. Alright? We have discount codes, we all have teams. There's a team for a 6K, there's a team for a 12K. If you're undecided, there's an anytime fitness wave for the 6K. Alright? There's a raw challenge, 5th of March at the Gold Coast, 8Ks. Ton of fun, under $100. If we get 12 or more, we can get a bus and go down and make a day of it. Alright? There's a box there to tick. There's all the races down there. If you want to travel interstate, we've got a team that goes interstate. Alright? There's plenty of options there. Now's your time to ask questions. Does anyone have any questions about what Isaac spoke about in terms of nutrition, calories in, flexibility?
Alright, before we go, what's 3 things we learned about a yearly plan? 3 things we learned about a yearly plan.
You need to set goals.
1. No, that's yearly goals. Yearly goals. Yearly plan.
Yearly plan. What's coming up? Anyone want to do anything? Yeah.
2. 1 more.
Front row, straight A students.
If you don't take anything away with you, this last hour's a waste. So you need to think about what we just did. Alright? We want you to take home practical information.
3rd thing. You got it?
Yeah, perfect. Applause for nutrition. Come on. One. That's it. 2 more. Sorry? Perfect. How important your nutrition is on the effect of your training, on your results. Alright, so 1 more. Number 3. Sorry? Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so perfect. Eating enough, we're accounting for that. So eating enough for your goal and for what you want to achieve, the energy levels you require, everything, etc., etc. Alright, so carries in flexibility. So flexibility in nutrition, what's 3 things we learn? What's 3 things you can take home to acquire that's going to give you flexibility within your nutrition? Moderation. I just said something. Well done.
Really, well done.
2 more. Yes. 2 more. So obviously moderation. So obviously knowing you've got to fuel your body, you know, you want to have moderation, you obviously want to have a lifestyle as well. So maybe plan, you're going to take your partner out for dinner, you're going to take your friend out for dinner, alright, I'm going out tonight, the rest of the day I've got to nail my nutrition, get on top of it, so then I still have the energy, I still have the correct state to come in and train the next day. Alright, so 2 more. 1 more. 1 more. Flexibility. What's that?
Really key to your training because you don't want to be overdoing the training and then
Yeah, exactly. Perfect. Alright, pH information. Who was the study by? Come on, you gotta remember his name. Perfect, that's 1. 2 more, pH information. Perfect, so acidity versus alkalinity. So too much acidity. Shut up, fish tank, 3. Let's go 1 more. Let's go 1 more.
What's the perfect level? What number? Roughly.
Oh, exactly.
Perfect.
So training. What's 3 things about training that you can take home and use? Perfect. 1. Yes, exactly. Trust yourself. 1 more. Structure with nutrition. Training. Structure.
Now has to stutter.
Good. Alright, and motivation. I took home stuff just saying. I've taken stuff on board already, so what's 3 things you guys just learned as well? Okay. Motivation is key, yeah. So motivation is a driving force behind what you want to achieve. 30 days, yes. 30 days is perfect.
I think I said 30 days about 15 times then, so if you don't want to create a 30-day plan,
in 30 days.
yeah, then good life's down the road.
1 more.
Yeah.
Community, exactly. It's what you're all part of right now. You're part of our community, and this community's going to get massive this year. All right. So obviously you guys have turned up. You guys are here. Yeah, you're all here pretty regularly. So you guys, yeah, like I said to my 2 girls who are trying to produce up, you guys are the face of our community. You guys are motivated. So now there's no point in being motivated and not passing to someone else. So think about 1 person you can motivate and bring into our community. Just 1 person, alright? Pay it forward. It's a really cool movie called Pay It Forward. Really good philosophy. Success is defined by what you learn, what you know, and who you can apply it to. Alright, so perfect community.
Thanks for coming along, guys. If you need to book in and see one of us, do so now. We have our diaries. If you need help making the 30-day plan, book in and see us. If you need help with any of this, book in and see us. Also, we need all your questions, and we want to see everyone at least ticking a couple of things on their sheet list. Alright? No, yeah, you keep those plans. Those plans will be up on Facebook too, along with this video as well.